Alright, what is going on, guys? Gene Holler from GH Outdoors, and today, I know it's been a while since I uploaded. I've been bow hunting and recording videos, but I haven't been able to, so here's a compilation. This deer right here was actually the first deer I saw this season. It was still pretty early. I think it was October 3rd. I'll explain it right here.
Right down through here. And it stopped right there. I tried to get the camera turned on, but I couldn't get it in time.
Alright, so this next clip was of a doe the second or third time I went out. It made me sit here for almost 3 minutes. As you can see, I have a timer on. Now in the video, the doe is very hard to see, but I do zoom in on it, and when I first watched over the video, I didn't see it until the last second. Right there in the top right corner right now. I've just seen it move a little bit. In this clip, the bow was actually mounted on, or the camera was actually mounted on the bow, and so it was a little bit harder to control the camera. Now this clip right here is the same day, about maybe half an hour later. There's two deer that came out. The first is a doe. She's just sitting right there, right offside the out of frame. You'll see her in a couple of seconds here. There she is. Now this was actually the biggest doe I've seen. It might have been the same one in the first day I hunted on October 3rd. But yet on this clip the snow hasn't fallen. But yeah, it will here soon. There's two does. This one continues walking, as you'll see here in a bit, and then another one comes out. Here's the second doe I was talking about. This one, I actually have a weird story. I've been watching this one because at first I thought she was sick, because she had the way when she was pregnant, she had the fawn was laying a little bit weird inside her. It was more towards one side, and a lot of times, like, I thought she might have gotten hit by a car and she was bloated, but it turns out she was just still pregnant, which she had a really late pregnancy. But the fawn that she had did end up surviving. It's still with her. He's just a small little button buck, and he'll come out in a little bit here. But she is actually only probably about 10 yards, if not less, away from where I was sitting. Like, the camera isn't zoomed in very far. As you can tell, she knows something's wrong as she keeps stomping. But and also, when does are stomping like that, they don't always know that you're there. Like, it's more of a just in case. Because if you stand still enough, they will turn around and go back to what they're doing. It's when they start blowing that's when you're in trouble. See, now she has turned around. Try to stay as still as possible. I know it doesn't look like it with the camera, but these are the first group of deer I saw, and this was just getting into early rut. So I thought maybe there would be a couple of bucks. With there was, he was just extremely young and didn't have antlers yet. Now he was stomping at me just then there too, but he almost immediately turned around and kept going at his business. Now with this one, I can tell it's going to be a good deer because of how far apart his pedicles are and the angle that they are, because they're really far apart and they're angled more towards his nose than his ears, and that means that they're gonna they're angled more towards his ears than his nose. That way they're gonna stick out far. You can kind of see it in this zoomed up, but that means that they're gonna come around more than they are gonna come straight out. And most of the time that means that they're gonna do good, but sometimes they're most of the time that means that their spread is gonna be good, but sometimes I've had deer that are taller than they are wide. So hopefully with him it doesn't affect it much, but he's still got hopefully 3 or 4 years left until he gets decent size. Now this one was just a clip where I was hunting with one of my friends, and you can just barely see it, but there is a rabbit sitting out there. And this clip right here, the deer got extremely close. Like you can see it right there. So he goes and eats what's left of the grass there, because I planted like a feed grass earlier. I think this is also the same day that a buck, right behind the tree that she's in front of, a buck walked right behind there. And there she is, even closer than that other doe was. That was pretty cool to see how comfortable they get with a stand. And with deer, if you want to move your stand, you have to do it before they start moving around in the winter. That was really close. It's only about 20 yards from my stand. Hopefully more of them. That was the first one today. The ones earlier were running around, but they never came into my shooting lane. Hopefully we can get them in. But it sounds like it's actually going around the line. It'll probably come back out here. And here she comes. She turned around and ended up coming right back out from where she was. I think they do have a bedding area that is probably about 10 or 20 yards from my stand. And I've been there once and I saw how many trails were going to there. I just decided to leave it alone because I'll just give them that spot. I won't try not to disturb it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and I will be posting more very soon.